Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Path of Exile. My name is Wilfred. So it has been a while since I played Path of Exile. I think I played it like 1 or 2 years ago, and I'm sure a lot has changed since then, and I'm looking forward to be engaged with the game, so as to speak. Now, why do I start playing Path of Exile again? Well, I've got Wolcen to thank, because recently, as you know, I've played a bit of Wolcen, and I was kind of disappointed with the whole game, and I was kind of like, why don't I just play the real thing like Path of Exile? So I come back to it again, and this is the Delirium kind of leak. And what happened is that there is a portal whereby if you go near it, the whole place will be all fogged up, and you will see a lot of this special enemy or effect, and basically the normal enemy get transformed into like this type. It's not as intense as Bridge, I would say, because it depends on the place itself. Sometimes I don't really get to see that many mobs and so on, maybe just still low level, but I'm pretty sure in time to come, it'll get more and more exciting and harder. Well, actually, you know what? When I first started playing the Delirium kind of like a portal, my character actually died. Well, I wasn't that prepared. I mean, you can't blame me for just having like a wand and probably nothing else, but the effect is fantastic. I love the whole like portal, was really beautiful, and then after that everything fogged up, and all these mobs and so on. I think how it works, I'm not quite sure, is the further it is, the more fogged up it is, and after that you'll get more kind of like the enemy get harder and harder, and you got to like meet a better reward later on. So there's a timer as well. I really don't know how it works seriously, but as I'm looking at this, I kind of like see that there are things like mushroom on the ground, but eventually you probably can't see anything because it's all fogged up. But yeah, I mean it's wonderful. I mean, now that I see it, I didn't when it was all like a lot of like pretty hectic here. Quite interesting. Not like I say, I mean, not as hectic as Bridge. I think Bridge was really quite something. And out of all the league that I've played, I probably like the Bridge league the most because of the whole intensity and all. But nevertheless, I think I kind of like Delirium, and I don't know what it's be like, but I'm going to give it a shot. My goal for this league is very straightforward. I'm not going to hunt for like I think I've been to like 90 plus with one of my character, I can't remember, and I go back to the very first character that I play, and I wanted to be a summoner, which is a witch. Now I understand that the summoner build has been nerfed patch after patch, and it should still be viable, not quite sure. But I'm never that interested in playing things that are just OP. Sometimes it's fun. I mean, I play Diablo, that, and sometimes it's fun to play a little bit of mechanic that's a little bit OP. But all in all, you get bored kind of easily. So I don't mind working towards somewhere. So I've started this witch, one of my favorite class in Path of Exile, and I'm intending to. I missed some mushroom there, by the way. I'm intending to take it to the necromancer kind of path. My friend Reciprocate or Yoshi in YouTube has been asking me to come back to Path of Exile, and he's pretty a big fan of some of this mechanic as well, or classes. By the way, this is one of the boss. Now it wasn't that kind of fantastic, but it's it's kind of funny. Path of Exile is like a game whereby you play it a while ago, and you play it like hundreds of hours, and everything changes somehow. But then when you go back to it, it's just like the good old kind of like game, and it's kind of fun. I mean, I must say I'm having quite a lot of fun just coming back to it. And now this time around, I'm doing a little bit faster as well. This is the first weekend. I've completed Act 1 a little bit, and after that I'll move on to Act 2 as well. Moving a lot faster. I mean, like some, I think some of my friends here a couple years ago, gave me the advice to just not, kill off everything, because sometimes you feel like you just want to kill off everything, but I don't. I mean, I just skip from quest to quest, and I hope that I'll get all the quests I need, and just do it quick as I can, because it's just too too many mobs and you can't just kill everything. So I get it. I know I want to get to the end game faster. I want to get the XP from the quest faster, just to move from difficulty to difficulties. And I get it this time round. It took me a couple of years to get it, but I think eventually I get it. And I think last time I used to listen to a lot of dialogues as well, but this time round I skip all the dialogue and just want to get to the gist of it. I mean, no doubt the story is really good. And speaking as such, believe it or not, I have not. By the way, this is one of the I think boss that's been spawned off from the Delirium. I think speaking as such, I finished a game when it was just 5 chapters, and it was like all 3 difficulties. I've done it with the lab as well. But then I don't know why, for some strange reason, after the game has went into the next kind of version whereby they add 5 more chapters to it, I don't know why I couldn't quite finish the last 5. Maybe it's just a little bit too hard somehow. I don't know. Just it's like a weird. So this time round, if I could finish the story, right, just 10 chapter, normal difficulty or whatnot, I would be really, really happy. I mean, I got to see the whole kind of game from start to end. After you defeat the final boss of the old version, then come back again and challenge the gods. I think it was really, really cool. I couldn't finish it a couple of years ago, but I hope that this time around I get a build whereby it's more comfortable to do it, more reliable as well. Yeah, I mean in Path of Exile it's always a bit challenging. Although it is one of the best aRPG there is. I mean, I think my favorite aRPG, if you were to ask me, are 3 of them. You guys know, Diablo 3, Green Dawn, and Path of Exile. I think that spread into kind of like a spectrum of very accessible, to very, very hard to learn, a lot of depth to it. So I think Diablo 3 enabled me to have the flexibility. Like, for example, I've started the season 20 as well this time round, and depending on the legendary gear I have, I got to spec different kind of gear. Like right now I'm doing a frost kind of wizard because I happen to have all the frost gear that come upon me. I never tried it before, leveling with a frost kind of wizard, so I have fun. It's nice, and everything changes until you get the end build, you stick to the build. Very simple. Path of Exile on the other hand is that you have to have an end goal in mind. Like, I have got to be a summoner, and every point that you put in more or less should lead you there as well. You should do a lot of research, what gear to use, what kind of points you do, and I think that was the reason why I dropped Path of Exile for a while, because I need the flexibility that Diablo 3 give me. And Green Dawn is somewhere in the middle. It has a lot of depth to it, yet it gives you a whole flexibility of trying out different builds and so on. So I kind of like, all 3 games are wonderful. Anything besides these 3 games, I haven't really found anything that really better than these 3 games I have. From an aRPG perspective, this character needed to die. Yeah, so I mean, definitely not Wolcen. I don't foresee that Wolcen will be great in the near future. I would say, looking at the progress they have. And I mean, I'm still observing it. And if one day they could iron out all the bugs, they can make the difficulties a little bit more graduate rather than just spike difficulties here and there. If it gives me a little bit more flexibility to try out different kind of build and so on and so forth, I may come back to Wolcen. I do not know. I mean, there are actually quite a few like games that are lined up as well, like Torchlight 3. I'm doing alpha on that one. Unfortunately, I cannot share what I've got so far. It's decent. I mean, it's very cartoonish. If you like World of Warcraft kind of graphic, it's all right. I mean, I don't know. I'll reserve my judgment after the game is in a beta or even like full game, right? So now it's just alpha, so I'm not going to criticize too hard on it. I'm happy that I got to try it out. But yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of aRPG, and I'll continue playing aRPG. And so far, let's see how far this Delirium kind of like lead is going to bring me to. And do let me know in the comment box below, what kind of build are you having? What kind of build are you playing as well? I mean, I really wanted to try the kinetic bolt, but I feel that probably I'll stick with something that's more try and tested. And by the way, I mean, I haven't played a summoner in Path of Exile at all before, so why not just give it a shot? So I'm still learning my way. As always, any feedback is welcome on what how I should do better, what kind of like gear or build that I should watch out for, and so on. And this is going to be the last clip, which is to defeat the Merveil, which is she's that, like, I don't know what you call it, man. It's like a mermaid there. I don't know. Is she a mermaid? No, she's not a mermaid. She has legs. So yeah, whatever. I mean, she's a fish. Well, she's not. So anyway, yeah. I mean, I'm doing a raging kind of like a whatever I call it, summoning the skull and so on and so forth. And I've got the skeleton as well as zombie. I did not know, and thanks for my friend Yoshi as well, that you need corpse to summon zombies. Well, I mean, I'm really a newbie. This is too many tags. I can't read them all. I mean, I'm sure it's there. And I've got this, I think, flash offering as well to boost my pet. Meanwhile, I mean, that's all I have. So, yeah, thanks so very much for watching. And this is the phase 2 of it. And by the way, I mean, look, this is really good design, right? Boss design, 2 phases. They are different stuff. Unlike Wolcen, it's 3 phases, same boss. It just hit harder and sort of like jump, kind of like a bit of. I mean, it doesn't have the kind of like mechanic like what you see here. That's why I kind of like not liking the Wolcen kind of part of it. I mean, I'm just looking at this. I think my build is pretty crap because it's just taking way too long to kill anything. I mean, if you look at the YouTube, when people do a video, they just like 1-2 click and then the boss die. Well, I'm not quite there yet. I haven't done trading yet. Maybe after I started trading, it'll be better. So have fun with Delirium League. Have fun with Season 20 and have fun with the whatever you play as well. Alright, see you next time. Goodbye.